It's your man Drip God here, and today we're motherfucking reviewing Lucki Freewave 3. Lucki's a Chicago artist who came to the scene in like 2013, I'd say, with the project Alternative Trap. And in 2013, I was not paying this guy no mind, had no clue who he was, but 2015, 2016, my friend suggested, yo, you should check out Lucki. So I fuck around and did, bro, and I was just like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? The first track I was introduced to was Low Life, which is a pretty solid track. I really like the instrumental. I also like the lyrics about, you know, not being shit, his whole not being shit, his plug not being shit, you know, just a whole lot of not shit assness, you know what I'm saying? Then I heard a few tracks with Tracy and Uno and 1000, even some solo tracks. I was just not into them, dog. I didn't really care for them, so I kind of wrote it off. To me, he was just a underwhelming artist who had, you know, bars but didn't really want to spit them, you know what I'm saying? Didn't pay him any mind, but figured, you know what, I'd check out this new project, Freewave 3, the third installment in the fucking Freewave. The themes on this project are pretty, you know, pretty relatable, I guess, to people in our generation, mostly dealing with, you know, shattered hearts and broken love and drug addiction. And I feel like Lucki elaborates and touches on these themes in a way that could really connect with a lot of people. He says a lot without saying too much. He goes on to talk about his relationship with this woman who he thinks makes him better, he knows makes him better, but who isn't shit. She's disloyal, but she cares about him. And he constantly comes back to the topic of being with her, calling her, wanting to see her, wanting to be with her, but not being able to because of his severe drug addiction, which he weighs obviously more than the love of this woman. The production on this thing is pretty fire. It ranges from somewhat experimental, gritty, dark, you know, like some Earl, Space Ghost Perp type shit, to like contemporary trap music or like some Mexicodro, very melodic, very, you know, uppity, hard bass hitting trap beats. And I think he did an excellent job at picking beats, but his delivery on some of these tracks was very lackluster, very lazy, half-ass, but I guess that's really his aesthetic. Moreover, it was a solid project. It starts off with the song Politics, which touches on how he doesn't really care about the politics and, you know, whether it be the music industry or just actual politics. He just does not care. Just spend his time off his drugs, you know, typical junkie shit. And then you're followed by Out My Way, which has this pretty fire beat stutter throughout the entire track. And I thought it was pretty tight. I thought it was the highlight of the actual song. You know, Lucki comes through with the same nonchalant ass delivery that he has on most of these songs. But you move on to the next track and Jesus fucking Christ. More than ever, boy. This one right here, I was listening to this song before this album came out, and it's mostly the reason that I even decided to check this album out. I heard the song on, you know, one of those fucking World Star pages, whatever, and I was highly impressed. Chase the Money did an excellent job at production. The fucking melody was so dreamy and intoxicating, and Lucki comes on with this flow and this delivery that, you know, doesn't stand out too much, but it's just there enough to really just make that shit a banger, boy. Like, that shit is fucking fire, dog. Like, oh my god, I love that track. It's honestly the whole reason I even checked out this album, and I'm happy I did. because this album was pretty solid. Moreover, the track after that was fucking Of Course You Won't, which was one of the most touching cuts on the entire project, with him pouring his heart out over this woman who he truly, truly loves and who wants him to be better. But these perks, these fucking perks, oh my god, these perks. These perks is way, way better. You know, he spills his heart out over this lady, and it's very touching, very chilling. And the title, Of Course You Won't, you know, referring to how he wants her to be in his life, to be there for him, but of course she won't when he's acting like a fucking junkie, you know. Very touching track. I would say one of the better songs on the entire album. And for it to come right after fucking More Than Ever, you know, I thought this album was gonna be like 10 out of 10. Followed by Of Course You Won't was Believe the Hype. And Believe the Hype was whatever, dog. Like, it just regular trap beat. It wasn't bad. It was pretty decent. And then Lucki just hops on with his fucking lazy ass flow, you know what I'm saying? And throwaway ass track, you know what I'm saying? Filler. Fucking followed by that was Geek Monster. Fucking Geek Monster. Oh my god, this track fucking suck. It's trash. Oh my god, I fucking hate this track. I hate the beat. I think Lucki doesn't do it any justice. You know, by all means, it's not the worst song I ever heard, but shit, that shit, it's not for me. You know, maybe somebody else think Geek Monster is pretty fire, but for me, it's not. That's not it. Geek Monster has a cool ass title, but does that shit deliver? No. No, it doesn't deliver. No. But he redeems himself with the interlude that was pretty, you know, solid. It wasn't too long. The beat was fairly nice, and he comes through with these bars about he loves taking these perks, or he don't want to take these perks. You know, they make his stomach hurt, but it's the only way he feels free. I can't relate because I don't have a drug problem, but I feel like maybe if I did, I could probably relate to that. Next, we have the track Peach Dreams, where Lucki hops on this really rich and intoxicating fucking instrumental. He starts the track off with this pretty flat singing, but eventually he picks up the pace with these lyrics about being on Percocets, and he starts to refer to himself as Perk Daddy. Says that this woman that he loves is too good to be true. She's like activist. As well as this one line where he talks about his fucking mom Googling lean, sending him links on kidney stuff. Overall, Peach Dreams was one of the better songs on the album. I heard it coming into the album, didn't listen to it much, but in the grand scheme of things, it sounded a lot better. I really enjoyed it. Followed by that was the song Glory Boys, where Lucki picks up the energy, has this catchy flow where he's just like, you'd have to listen to it to really, you know, get the gist. But I just enjoy how much he's just, you know, how energetic he sounds on the song. He's not delivering the typical sleepy shit, you know what I'm saying? He has this really catchy thing going on, and he's talking about how he loves this woman and he misses her, but he hates the fact that he misses her, and he's out in LA, but he kind of just want to go home, you know, so he could be in the comfort of, you know, this woman as well as his drugs. And I think this track is also one of the better tracks on here. Out of this 15 track list, this is like, I would say number 3, number 4 best track. It's pretty good. He moves on to the song Let's See, which is fucking boring. Just hops on the fucking mic and he's probably just like off the shits, just like, let's see. Uninteresting song. The beat was alright, you know, typical Lucki shit. Always has like a decent beat, half-ass verse, just a bore, you know? And then followed by Let's See was the track 2012 Summer, where he reminisces on, you know, the summer of 2012, I'm guessing. It's another fucking boring track. didn't really care for it. You know, I don't want to just go on a tangent on how bored I was of listening to like the later half of this album, but the later half of this album was pretty whatever, except for the one track produced by Earl, I believe was All In, if I'm not mistaken. And this was a good track. I mostly liked it because of the production. I thought the beat was pretty nice. I thought the beat was just, you know, it's an Earl beat. I like Earl's music. And the beat kind of reminded me of like some perp type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like the way that the sample was just chopped and like the rhythm of the beat. It was a really nice beat. And Lucki, you know, a lot of the time he's rhyming shit with shit, but you know, he did a good job on this song. And I would say maybe there was another song that was pretty decent, but for the most part, the rest of the track list was whatever, dude. It could have all been one song and I wouldn't care. But overall, this project was somewhat solid. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst by any means. The beats on this thing really carried the project for the most part. Lucki would come through with these bars here and there, and Lucki seems like the type of rapper to be capable of really giving you some rapidy rap if he needed to, but more like, you know, it's just some really metaphoric abstract shit, kind of like a Earl. You know, I could see like maybe if like Earl and like Chief Keef had a kid, it'd be Lucki. But for the most part, I don't think he lives up to all his potential, and that was like my biggest downfall with this album. A lot of the album was like half-assed. At least the recordings and the verses seem a little half-assed. Some of the songs halfway through he would just be like, hey, yeah, hey, or just like half-assedly recite the fucking chorus. Like, bruh, if you're gonna say the chorus, bro. Don't say that shit like, you know, like you don't really care to say it. If you don't, then just end the song, dog. Fuck it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Chorus, verse, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's just little things like that. And then, you know, he would start a lot of the songs off as if he was in the booth and he was just like fucking, hey, just trying to catch the rhythm, and he would leave that on. Like, you know, sometimes we don't need to hear that. But for the most part, I left this project thinking it was a very solid project. I enjoyed a good deal of it. There's a handful of songs that I will return to the project for. And honestly, I would like to see what Lucki would do with a little more focus and a better budget. You know what I'm saying? Lucki really just has great potential to just be this really abstract and one-of-a-kind artist, but I think he fails to live up to it with, you know, songs like Geek Monster. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just my opinion. I would give this project like, shit, I'd say like a 6 out of 10. You know, it wasn't bad by any means, but it wasn't the best. You know, I could probably listen to like maybe 2/3 of the album without really feeling the need to skip a song, but it could be better. If you like this video, like it, subscribe, fuck with your boy, fucking Drip God. You know what I'm saying? It's the channel, nigga. I'm reviewing everything from just mainstream pop shit to fucking that underground gritty shit, you know what I'm saying? So just stay tuned, subscribe if you like. It's your boy, I'm out.